Let's have a look at the pads. So the pads, wooden shell, made in Yamaha's drum factory. They're birch ply shells, standard absolute lugs, standard Yamaha hardware. One difference that there is there is a new tom block and obviously a new badge. Internally, and we'll look at the mesh first, there are 3 cones. So there's no hot spotting on these pads. Normally, if you have a central cone, the response is very good all over the pad, but if you hit over the cone in the center, the volume peaks dramatically. With the 3 cones system, as you move towards 1 cone, so that volume at that point gets higher, it gets lower at the other 2. So it evens itself out, and it's a very even response over the whole head. So there's a rim sensor for picking up your rim shots and rim hits, and there is lots of venting in the bottom of the shell. Now, I'm just going to show you this on a different camera. The pads have got these big holes in the bottom because the more airflow there is through a pad, the quieter the pad is. Okay, so it's very important to let the air flow through it, especially with a mesh pad. Mesh lets the air through anyway, but if there's a constant airflow through the whole pad, then it becomes much quieter than an enclosed pad. Okay, so that's the holes in the bottom. Then if we look at the TCS pads, I've got one here. So it's heavier than the mesh because the TCS material is much heavier than a single mesh head. The TCS material sits in the middle. It's got an edge band. With these, you can't tune the pads. Even though there's absolute lugs and tension rods, if I hold this up to the camera, you can see there is a tube over the tension rod, so you can't actually tune these. These are fixed, and these are just used to hold the TCS material onto the drum shell. As far as colours are concerned, there's 2 different colours. There's real wood from the Recording Custom, and there's Black Forest from Yamaha Marching. And if you want a full-size matching bass drum, you can get a Recording Custom real wood bass drum and put a mesh head on it and a trigger, fill it with whatever to make it feel right for you, and you can have a full-size bass drum with these kits. And you can see Lionel Lewis has done this on a video.